Hi, I'm Dakota X, and I currently attend Purdue Fort Wayne University freshman. And for English, we had to do a project on, um, something in like the world, and I did women's injuries in soccer. And so my first thing was I had to write about what I already knew about it, and growing up playing soccer my whole life and now coaching, I knew quite a bit. First off, I knew women got injured. No, I wouldn't say a lot more, but they got injured more than men, and I never knew why. I just knew they did. So my whole point of doing this was trying to figure out like why. Like, was it biology? Was it just that they weren't adjusted to the game? Was it some other reason I didn't know? So my viewpoint after doing a lot of research didn't really change. Everything I looked up, it remained the same. It was all women get injured more, women get injured more. There's no articles on men getting hurt more. It was always just women get hurt more. So my viewpoint never really changed. So I don't know if that's a good thing, because we don't want anyone getting injured, but I guess someone has to get injured more. So I learned why women get injured more is because of their biology, their makeup. Estrogen in their body is more likely to get them injured. I didn't see any articles on why it's more likely to get them injured, but I just know it's more likely to get them injured. I knew a lot of this from watching it in person too. Like I said, coaching, I see a lot of the younger kids get hurt, like girls, and then just going to like high school games when I was in high school, watching them, or college games or professional games, it got hurt. But they also play a lot more physical in a lot of sports. I guess you say soccer, since I played it, men, flop, and then women, they really get physical and get after each other. So that's a big reason. So women are more likely to get hurt a lot more after puberty, which makes sense, because one of the reasons they get hurt more is because of estrogen. So they get more after puberty, and they usually hit puberty a lot earlier than men, so they're gonna hurt a lot sooner than males do. So that's a few things of what I've learned. A few more things were like, I found, the first women's sport, I had to look this up so I could see like what day the first men's sport and women's sports were. The first time they ever like competed at the Olympics was in the 1900s, but it wasn't a contact sport. It was like golf or tennis and stuff like that. Whereas their first contact sport was in 1924, if I'm correct, and that was actually like contact. So they haven't had as long for their bodies to adjust to like the physical contact of sports like men have, because we've been playing sports like since way back, like since humans were practically born, more than likely. We've been doing it for a while, whereas we always had women like be in the house, or like doing laundry and stuff. And that's building up strength for them too, because laundry's definitely, back in the day, laundry wasn't easy to do. So, it was building up stuff like that for them too. So, that is all. And my final thoughts on this are, I still have a few questions on stuff like, what if we mix women in, so young children, when they're like 5 or 6 and they're first playing. I know where I coach at, we do this because we don't have that many teams. If we do have a good amount of teams, we always try and intermix them just to see like if they can compete or not. And I wonder what would happen if you would take a group of kids, both different genders, and just mix them from a young age and see how, like, in the future, if that girl plays more like a male, or if the boys start getting injured more, or if nothing changes, because nothing could change. So that's one question I have. And another question is like, what if what if like the tables were turned, males get injured more, even though we've been playing longer? Why would that be? Like, would that be because our body, like, why would that be? But that's not the case. I just hope one day that eventually, when, like, one of my questions could be answered, the question I could be answered, the first one is if we mix them, maybe we could all start playing together, and then, we won't have any talks about equal pay and all that stuff, equality, because we'll all be playing together, and obviously the best players will get paid more. So that was my project. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks.